Hi guys, welcome to part 3. In this part, I'll be using Google Jamboard instead of Google Slides. I'll share you this Jamboard, so please don't worry. In this part, we will learn nesting elements, table elements, and list elements. I'll be using codepen.io. I opened here. You can just go and start coding. No need to have any boilerplate or the structure of HTML is not required. You can just type H1 code. Just HTML code and then you can just run hi all. So this automatically changes. If you don't want that to happen, you can disable this. So you can just type code, no need the boilerplate, just H1, just the body you can type. No need the head session because CSS and JavaScript are interlinked, and no need title for the page because this is just for previewing. We can minimize the CSS and want to minimize the JavaScript too. You're just going to focus on HTML. So let's see what is nesting element. Don't get intimidated because of the name. We place tag inside another tag usually. For example, so for this I'm using HTML. Head tag we place title and we have body. So this is body. So inside this we can write some code, gibberish. That's it, gibberish. So now what we are doing? We are nesting all the other tags inside this HTML element. So this is known as nesting, placing tags inside another tag. So we are nesting this title element inside this head element. We are nesting this content inside the body element. That is usual, but we can even nest tags inside. This is usual. I'll be using this structure only. So you also make a structure like this. But that is not necessary to make this structure, but for now learning purpose you can do that. So now let's come to the table element, the important concept of today. There are 4 main elements: table, tr, td, and th. So we will create a table element, tr. Now nothing is gonna happen when we just do this. We are nesting tr element inside the table element. Notice that. So this is a table row. This contains all the table elements. This is a table row, and we can have data in it like this. But it's gonna just type the data, and the thing is gonna be in a table format. To do that, we have 2 other tags, td and th. So td is a table data, th is a table heading. So we want to create a table heading like roll number. And now the text will be in a bold and we are getting roll number. So we can create another heading like name, another one, age. That's fine. These are enough for now. For next we can create more. Next we can have another row, and this row is going to be the first person, first roll number of first person, name of him, and age. So you can have td, roll number is 001. So is the first person, is going to be some name I can give. Okay, let us give my name. So I'm the first here, and I can have my age is actually, I'm not going to reveal my age. Can just keep it as 23 or 23 best. So now the numeric value is being sent to the left, is aligned to the left, but the alphanumeric value is in the middle. So now this cell, this is a new cell, this is also a cell. When this is a cell, this is a cell, but it does not have a border. So this is now aligned to the left. It's actually aligning numeric value to the left, alphanumeric in the middle, and you can see the division. roll number 001, name, my name, age, the 23. Same way I can create another character here, like 002 and oh sorry, TD, it's it automatically updated, and Kumar. Can keep that. That as a name. Fine. Excellent. And we can have 18 years old. So now we can see what happened. Now it's arranging the data in a tabular format. We can add border, but I don't want to show that because it's an outdated method to do. We can do it in CSS, but to get the differentiation, I'll do as border. So when we just type border, it gives the default style. So this is an attribute for the table element, but this is outdated. You can just use, this is actually a Boolean attribute. You will learn what is Boolean attribute in the next video. But this actually is a true or false attribute, and if true, if we just give it, it will become true, and it will give a default border. If false, it will not give any border. That is default. When we don't type it, it is false. When we type it, it is true, and we can just assign some value. That is the default. Can add border color. Wait. I'll type. So now we are just getting the whole border only outside of it. We are not adding border to each and every element or each and every cell. Just we are adding the border to the whole table. So instead of that, we can just give border. Fine. This is fine. So now we can add some more things in this table, but I don't want to waste more time. So what is this table used for? It's used for creating tabular data like this mark sheet, one use. Another use is that comparing within plans. When we have a premium plan, these features are available. These are not available. When we have a premium plus plan, all the features, these tick we have, right? So, and when we have a basic plan, these are not available. These are just available. We have a free plan, only these are available and these are not available. To compare that, we can use this. And even for comparing ticket in flight, booking tickets in flight, and those kind of representations we'll be using table. So I'll just comment it out because I'll share this code to you in the description. How to comment is that you can select all the things which you want to comment and hit Control/, and your whole table will get commented and it disappears in the preview because this comment is omitted by the web browser or the web browser. And we have another two element. These are not very important, but it's useful. So before to get the code back, you can do the same method, Control / to get the code back. And now I can add the T head. So we are having this as a table head. So this thing, roll number, name and age as a table head. So we can wrap that inside the table head. And we can indent this. Same way we can add T body to the rest. Oh. T body to the rest. Okay, I'll add it. Oh, okay, not to the whole table. Be careful. So we can select all these and hit tab to get indentation. Now the code looks clean. So now I'll comment it out, the whole table, comment the whole table out. That's it for table. And let's go to the next, move on to the next concept. We can have Next concept is lists. So we have two types of lists, namely ordered and unordered lists. Tags for ordered list is OL, unordered list is UL. We'll see what are those. So to create a list, we have two types of lists, ordered and unordered list. For creating an ordered list, we have OL tag. So in this tag, nothing is going to happen. Just like in type text, nothing is going to happen. It just will display it. But we are not interested in that. We want it to create each number ordered. Okay, items. You want to arrange the items in order. So that's why we use lists. For that, we have another element known as LI. I'll show you briefly. We have another important tag LI. These wrap each list item. So for each list item, we should give an LI tag. Item 1. Same way I can copy paste all those things. Saves time. Change the number. Just change the number. So I want to nest a list inside a list item. So I can do that. Fine. And can create another OL ordered list here. I can have list items. You can nest items lists inside one item. So I can have a nested one. See, now under this item 3, a new list is created and one item is nested. So same way I can list another item, nested 2. See, we have 2 items nested under this third item. You can nest tags. So I'll just copy this tag, these two things. And change this to just to UL. And this nested to UL. Now it changes to bullets. Yes. So UL is actually bulleted list. OL is actually numbered list. That is ordered. This is unordered. That's all the difference. And I guess that's it for this video. Next video will be looking at forms. That is a more detailed thing. You should go in a deeper look. And then we'll be going with HTML5 semantic tags. And we'll be starting to build a website. We'll finish this series with 6 videos. And please like, share this video if you think it would be useful for anyone, and subscribe to this channel for more videos like this and for supporting me. Thank you.